Hi, it's Karen from Cafe Bebe, and I have a challenge for you. I have a problem brewing in our house, and I would love to know your thoughts and your solutions, and would very much appreciate your input on it. This past weekend, we had in the Cafe Bebe household a first, a full-on public temper tantrum by Little Miss. On Sunday, we went to a local outlet mall that has a garden center where we had a bit of breakfast, and they had a play space where Little Miss could putter about with a few things. Everything was going fine. There were no overly difficult situations that were going on. Little Miss had a good night's sleep. She wasn't disagreeable. But something snapped in Little Miss at some point when we decided that it was time to go and we were going to go out into the shopping mall and then go for a walk around the gardens. It was so innocent and so bizarre that suddenly she sort of tottered away from us and was playing a bit of chase me game with my husband. He went to pick her up. She didn't like it. He brought her back over to our table so we could get her coat on and get her sorted out. And that's when it began. A switch was flipped with Little Miss, and suddenly she became a holy terror, kicking, screaming, shouting, hitting, and ultimately biting my husband on his hand. Not biting hard, but it just happened to be there, and obviously that was her only way of releasing her frustration. So it was then that my husband picked her up and walked out sort of to the front of the garden center, the store area. I'm not really sure where he went, but I can tell you one thing, I could hear her for a good 5 minutes, screaming, shouting, "No, Daddy." Oh my God, I have never been so mortified in my entire life. When finally they came back to us after she was calmed down, we blew her nose and we thought, oh, okay, we've weathered the storm. And we decided to try and take her out into the shopping area and see where we could get. Big mistake, because we had another mini meltdown, not one quite as big as the first one, not very long after that. And it was then that, as I was bundling her up to try to get her out of the store, to take her outside just to calm her down, husband decided that it was, in fact, time to go home, which devastated Little Miss. She continued to cry and was really upset herself. Installed her in her car seat, and within about 5 minutes of pulling away from the car park, she was asleep. So she had temper tantrumed herself into an early nap. We have no idea where it came from. We have no idea why. And I would love, love, love to know how you solve your children's temper tantrums. How do you deal with it?